if you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic
Oh,
support.
yo.
Old souls, empaths, seers, psychonauts, all signs, whatever feels good. We are going to utilize my scrolls, a mixed kind of bag of my scrolls in the bowl of skulls. We'll scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on some tarot and oracle. And where Mr. Ghost here is kicking, we have Ghost Tube for any audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Full
Get away from me.
Full disclosure here, yep. This is like a little bit of a behind the scenes to the Secret Society, if you're a Secret Society or the Secreteur Society, where we play with different spirit box sometimes. We're using Transcend Theory app. I'm still building a relationship, but presenting it out to the public as well. Sometimes we play with automatic writing. There's other things. So when you're ready, I'm so grateful for your time, attention, and awareness. Scooch up your chair and let's go to the reveal. Okay, this is a combination of like my OG scrolls to some newer sets. This is Transcend Theory. I have it currently on Transcribe, just so that you can see something if it's trying to say something, and it has more of a reverb. But there you go. Okay. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Drop an emoji. Any interactions is appreciated. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time. May you meet a message with meaning. Okay, there's a masculine and a feminine energy coming in from the afterlife quite specifically. They are ancestors, but they're not ancestors. Hold on. The feminine energy has been incarnate before, or you've incarnate in some lifetime, like you're familiar with them. The masculine energy has never been incarnate, or at least if they were, it was a very, 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 very long time ago. You might know them as like guides specifically. Dare I say like a Jinn and Janaea almost. I kind of want to say you might be like the child of such. Not necessarily those specific words. If they are triggering, not in your belief system, please insert whatever may feel good. But those words definitely hold an aura. They hold a power. So insert whatever would feel good for you to step into that. And to receive from these. It's almost like... You're the parents of someone or something. Like if this... this is representing you where you are here. Yeah. You are growing at an exponential rate given these... Oh, geez. Yeah, higher. I'm just gonna, like, in case that's really, really loud, and I apologize if it's like... It is what it is. We're here to play. We'll figure it out. You are growing exponentially from these energies that you have. I think it's like some sort of like dimensional DNA. I don't know the right words to say that. It's beyond the earthly incarnation, but yet it's infused within it. It's like, you know, you have parents here, earthly, and that's amazing, but you also have these other energies. I don't know if they're pillars. I don't know if they're... One of them is an owl, or you might see them as an owl, and the other one is actually like a serpent. There's something coming through about, and it's funny because my bestie, hello Witchy, we were just talking about it, that finger trap, And it could be in relation to like these energies of maybe feeling one way or the other. And it's like from this way of this finger trap, it's like turn it. And then it's almost like just a turning of attention from lateral to length. It doesn't need to make sense, but there it is. It might make sense to somebody. There's a cat, possibly in spirit, and I think the cat is in spirit. They sit in a corner, like there's a favorite place that they go to, but there's this specific corner. I can see them just kind of turning when you might sense them, and they're like, yeah, I'm here. I don't know, what's the big deal? Let's add on some tarot cards as well while we're here. There's a stacking. The way you're growing through this, and I want to, it's like, imagine if I was stretching out jeans. I can't remember the last time I wore jeans, but, or when you buy something that's still quite taut and you might wet it, or get in it and like do lunges in your jeans to work them out and gain a little bit of a stretch. That's what this feels like. I feel like you've got this new like denim DNA jeans of sorts, and you're the body, you're the person that is there to like stretch it out, put them to work, get them worn in. And this is worn in a good way. So they're more comfortable. You're more comfortable in your own skin. Okay, thank you. We have here endurance coming through. Oh, that's really interesting, because when I first saw that cat in here, it's like that tip of the... Somebody's reading something that's triggering their knowing. It's like you read something, hear something, and it triggers something. I don't know how else to say that. I also want to know, yeah, I'll get to you in just a moment. See this, that motion? There's a person sitting here thinking with their knees towards their chest, and it's sending out a signal, almost like sonar. Spiritual galaxy, growth and evolution. This is what it's all about. And while this seems linear because we're here, and it might seem like sometimes we're stuck in this, frequency finger trap of being earthly, it's so valuable to help make the genes, like genes, DNA, genes. That's why it's coming through in genes, more comfortable, spacious, roomier. There's a shadow of something. I'm looking down. Tree of life, connection, support, and knowing that everything is there. If somebody's branching out as well, maybe this is what you're reading and you're remembering. It's not necessarily verbatim like, aha, I remember. And while maybe for some, it does that. But I'm getting the sensation it's like the subtle behind the scenes remembering, and that leads to this, and that leads to this, and that leads to this. And lo and behold, I'm seeing one of those ropes that have all the knots in it. But I think it tells me something. It's measuring something, or it's a standard where these knots are in this rope. It's not about necessarily, I shouldn't say that. Where you'll meet particular opportunities to work through something, an obstruction, and make it non-obstructive. We might see it as a block. We might see it as a pinch point. Again, it's just like the genes, but also of the genes. If there's an area pinching, something about posturing as well. You are enhancing the genes of this line. I don't know how else to say it, like, because it's not a linear lineage. It's not a
talk and swim.
Talk and swim, talk and swim. Okay, well, yeah, that's how it's kind of going here. I'm talking, I'm swimming. What else we got going on? It's like, this is the, what's that paper from when we was a graph paper? Graph paper. Each little pixel of possibility, put it together, it's like a puzzle. Imagine doing a puzzle and not having the big picture to look at. That's kind of like what this feels like, earthly existence. You're here to put a puzzle together, but you don't have the big picture to see. There might, and it's like, as I'm putting certain things together in this puzzle, I can start to see maybe, snails and snakes are a hybrid right here. So, I can see this coming together. So then I feel comfortable. It's like, I can see this coming together. This house, this car, like a vision board, whatever it is. But then as you keep going and putting all these puzzles, but you're like, well, now what is this? And you're like, okay, well, it fits, or I found it. That's what this feels like. It's not about being blind, because also when I was seeing that rope with the knots in it, it was like I was reading a language that was like very tangible, almost like a Morse code in, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I can just feel it. And it's like I'm going almost like I'm a mala, but imagine if the mala had like, okay, so there's also a counting, like one of those counting things. You move the beads over. It's like 1, 2, 3, space, 1, 2, space, something along that lines. I'm sorry if it's ridiculously abstract more than normal, but it is what it is, and you're here, and I love you for it. So we have here the restless dead of the unresolved past, the full moon illumination, and then desires 22, bearer of love. Thank you.
Swanee ESD cleft.
It feels like this is the finger trap of the unresolved past. Give me a moment. You're definitely freeing yourself from it. This, even like this outreach program, outreach into reality, something about the air element. But I want to put this person in as this tree. When we go to the extended, we'll flip the scrolls and we'll add on more. This lifetime anyway is not a sprint. It's not a sprint. You might wander to the beat of your own drum. These snakes and these snails, there's an egg in there. It's almost like the snail shell is holding an egg inside, and the slug snail, but has the knowledge of a snake, is carrying this egg, this eyeball. Okay, so in relation to these masculine and feminine energies, they're here as well, and this is you. You are the combination of different genes, different genetics. By freeing yourself from something, what is this unresolved thing in the past?
Taffer.
Yeah. Death. Maybe the way. High Priestess of Water. Squeeze me. It's how I'm feeling about something. Almost like a certain portion of my emotions or are in a swamp. You also might sense the people around you extended out in your aura or beyond when you know, bump uglies with them.
Trained on.
How it feels that there might be a lot more lost souls walking upon this earth right now, or that's how it feels, appears.
HNT.
I want to note as I said that, I wanted to double check in to make sure, or to be accountable, that I wasn't utilizing that reference as lost souls incarnate as a way to make myself feel better. To be like, well, I might be a mess, but at least I'm not that much of a mess. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a very human way over here, yeah. I'm just trying to be very honest with where I just went. Okay, this is an empathic energy. This is an ethereal energy coming through, almost like whatchamacallit.
Pray for Sib.
The Northern Lights. So it's almost something like whatever causes, and that's very matching with the Priestess of Water. It's almost as if what causes the Northern Lights, and wasn't there some sort of anomaly recently or a reason why like people could see them? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to say it the way I heard it. And you know me, I don't hold back because something is uncomfortable, but I definitely express my discomfort, and we'll work through it. It's fine. There is something going on that I think you're very, very aware of. So when viewing, feeling, sensing other people, places, or things, it feels like it's drawing their aura, like siphoning under the guise of a beautiful thing. But I don't think it is. It's like a warp, yeah. Like if you can imagine that these are people and like their aura is just being like, have you ever seen the show Ghosts? Both American and British, but it's like their aura is being siphoned. Because I'm hearing that song as well. I can't remember who it's by. Radioactive. But it's radioactive to the heart auric space. The green. Oh, okay. Crystals and herbs. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold. A dash of healing straight from mother's home. And I think you're receiving that from this call. Because there is a cauldron in here I saw earlier. There's 2 owls. Wow. She really comes through. Sometimes you might feel... What's that kid's name from South Park where all you can see is his eyes? I don't know if there's like a hiding. I want to note that if you feel that way, maybe you're hiding a portion of yourself, your gifts, your intuitions, whatever the case is. And of course, we all need to be responsible and accountable that not everyone in your aura and audience, it's, the right thing to share. But in this case, maybe it's that outreach or that reach kind of program is about that, and finding an audience to talk to or company. And it might be working with crystals and herbs, medicine from Mother Medicine. Okay, but this is the thing, as I said that, even as I want to apply like Mother Earth and Father Sky, This is beyond that. Those are simply, the way I'm hearing it is, are attributions of language to help connect to an element of their energy. Go to the source of the energy, the source. But it's almost like utilizing the crystal, dirt, or water as the medium to connect to the source of that energy. Dagger, action, bravery, determination, pumpkin patch. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely and lest you sow regrets too deep. And that's what it was talking about. I think you've had some experiences with people, places, or things that end up using words as weapons, or that also utilize drawing a siphoning of your energy. So you might have your back up a little bit. And that's fair enough. That's fair enough for sure. But that's also a learning opportunity, right? It's like you can walk through your pumpkin patch or the dark night of the soul, whatever it case is, and you have a sacred dagger of sorts that comes along with your DNA. But it's also kind of part of why you get so much attention. Fox, enigma, adaptability, and shape-shifting. When I hear him, I'm just saying him as a general. Is it a porcupine? I feel outside of him, like I am, if I may, whatever this large, again, going to the source of something, even in the imagination to trigger that.
Wartney Nomax.
If I am me, human, right here, I am on the tip of whatever it may be of this being when I speak to it. It's not about making me feel small or that this measurement of my current existence indicates a lesser than, a smaller than. This is simply from where you are and from where I am currently.
Into.
This is, and it's perfectly okay. And I can talk, I'll bring you in with me again, sorry. I talk, whether it's your masculine energy or this very large, well, there's also horses in there as well. They've got their head bowing.
Twice deeper.
I'm talking to that person. There's a littler person here. This is part of them that meets you. Because this might also be overwhelming. You sense this size and scope of this masculine energy, but you meet this one, which is here, right there. Oh, it's fascinating.
Red down.
Okay, let's add on a card and then we'll head on over to the extended if you're joining us through the Secret Earth Society or visiting us through Vimeo. I hope you're having a great Halloween day whenever you receive this.
And Madity.
Anne's Maddie. Have your companionship. I read that it's lampades or lampades. I read it as lampshades. Somebody's going through the initiation of fire, and somebody's working through the initiation of water. It's a very big deal that you went through the initiation of Earth to become earthly. I don't know if you give yourself enough credit sometimes. while the experience can be judged from this perspective one way or the other, good, bad, or ugly, this is actually a dream come true to be here. I don't know that there's enough knowings, credits, or even imaginative or written prehistoric from the past understanding of the process to become incarnate, to choose the time, the body, the genes, the DNA, all the contributing factors. This is really a dream come true. I'm back over here as I'm getting ready to shift over, is released with the dark moon.
Jonas.
I'm going to note that the feeling I'm getting, yeah, the grim is on the bottom. Okay, this whole scenario over here that is about siphoning some sort of emotions, auric energy. And granted, I think that you can feel it or aware because you've been through something that, so you can relate, you can see it, right? You know what it looks like, whatever it may be. When someone or something's draining your energy, including what our attention is on. So we are responsible. We're the ones actually, engaging it. I don't tend to land in this language a whole lot, though I understand it and I'll utilize it as need be so that we can chat and formulate our own understandings. It's all very matrixy color, right, from the movie. So there's something about that even the concept of the matrix or simulation theory, whatever the case is, I'm never looking to be right or wrong. Even that is an illusion. And it's almost like by utilizing that construct to point a finger at or blame or understand, appreciate, you are a matrix maker, right? You are a matrix maker, but it's almost as if moving through the, I don't know, what is it, the back doors or the hallways of it, to the source of it. There's all these energies that are sources.
Manlu Jarns.
There's another kind of ceremony that's at play here that I think you're aware of. And it's being perpetuated seemingly quickly. And here's a funny thing. I didn't want to wander into it, but here we are. And that's cool. I don't want to fight it. If it comes through that way, it helps me. So hopefully it helps you. You know how in the Matrixy movie, whatever, Neo, and the other guy, whatever his name is, he can perpetuate really, really quickly. And there's a scene where Neo's fighting and they're just coming faster and faster and faster and faster. This is what this feels like. It's faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And you might see it everywhere, 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 everywhere.
Floriar.
And there's something. Yeah, abundance is right behind it. Right behind it. There's something about this. Taking the positive attributes or being inspired by the positive attributes of, is his name Neo? I think it is. I can't remember the other guy's name at all. And you learn by belief, something about the Oracle, and he didn't believe what the Oracle told him, or whatever that story is, and I'm sure you know it more than I do. But for some reason, I cannot place it. What is it that you're doing and learning by being here is establishing, being able to like slow that time down in your, you don't have to worry about the whole world, your state of oneness and your orb of this. And like that Neo character, those really fast motions are slow, even though everything's coming in fast, 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 and we just see it like that. That's what you're doing. Graph. Yeah, we saw graph paper earlier. And maybe this is part of the opportunity to evolve, to find that within oneself.
FTP is cool.
And also Earth and the galaxy and all the other people, places, and things among it. Well, I don't... Oh, sorry. See, I lied. I said I was getting ready to go. Let's add on a talisman, and then we'll head over to the extended. Confidence. Did we talk about confidence earlier? I feel like we did talk about confidence earlier. Maybe it's in my imagination. Courage. Okay. Growth. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Growth of energy. Divine guidance. We got a whole vision board here. Awesome. Yeah, there is. I think this is this masculine energy that's here. It could be, you know, like I said, a guide, a different planetary parent, something about your genetics. You are connecting dots. Oh, and you are there's that dagger again. I think you've cut ties with some sort of fear frequency that you know is not it feeds. There's no reciprocity. Where was that dagger? Yeah, right there. Action, bravery, determination. And also to like to cut through our own clutter and crap that we might tell ourselves to validate or to nurture something that our, you know, psychology and our psychic senses and our psychedelic senses. And really we're having them all work together. But anyway, I'm sorry if I have yammered, but sorry, not sorry. It's always a wonderful adventure. And I really do hope that this did inspire, serve, educate, or entertain. I'm going to head on over to the extended. We're going to flip the scrolls and we'll add a few more cards and see what story comes through or a completely different one. If you'd like to join us in the Extended Explorer, links are below in the description box. I love you. Thank you.